Hi everybody, it's Joni at Granny J Clay, and I just am going to stop by to show you. I haven't made one of these before, so I'm going to try it, and you can just kind of come along with me if you feel like it. I got some Premo translucent clay, just about a fourth of the block, this much of it. And I don't know how much this is of the white. There's a little piece of black speck on it. But I'm going to use that as well. And then I've got some chalk here, and I'm going to make a powder because I didn't have any. I've got the Pearl-X white, which I will add to my pile in a little bit, but I didn't have any red. So what I'm going to plan on doing is I'm going to brush some of this off into the pile once I chop these up. So you can watch me chop it up if you want to. Let's see, I might try a smaller blade. I'm just going to start chopping away. I have to mail a package today. I made a few things for my sister-in-law and her husband, and I'm going to send those off today. I'm not sure why I'm getting, looks like I'm getting something on here. That blade must have had something on it. So let me just scrape this off a second. Anyway, and I just kind of thought at the very end that, okay, maybe what I should do is just, I'm going to try to make a heart and send that along too. But I made a Valentine's garland. You can put it on the table, lay it on the table if you want to. And let's see, let's chop some of this up. I'm going to clean this blade a little bit. I'm not sure what I had on it last, but you know, when I first started cleaning, I was so good about cleaning my tools after I was done with them, and now not so much. I just move on to what I was doing. All right, so that is cleaned up. You're probably going to get some shadowing here. I'll cut this in half, like that. Valentine's Day is a special day for my husband and I. We were married on Valentine's Day, and this year will be 53 years. He made a reservation at a restaurant for us. It's called Bonefish. I don't know if you have that in your town, but oh, it's so good. We really enjoy their food, and just getting out once in a while is really good for you too. All right, now I'm going to bring these back in and just kind of, chop at them. This is too little. I need a bigger blade, so I'm going to get this one. I bought these blades at a hardware store, and then I put handles on them. Let's see which one is moving. One of the handles started to move, and then I thought, oh, great. I made the handles out of, it's called Sugru, S-U-G-R-U. I think I bought that at the hardware store too. And you can form it onto the blade, and then you have to let it dry overnight. So I did that, and then it was fine. It gets very hard and makes a good handle. I did that for my bead tray as well. I put little red places where the pin can lay. I can show you that. I think I did show it to you actually the other day. But so Sugru, if you've never tried it, you try it. Let me just get that out really quick, or I'll forget about it. And I know I mention things sometimes and I forget to bring them out, but I did show you this the other day. And then you put pins through them that are like this. They come in a cute little pack like this, and you can put, I think I put about 4 beads on each one, and then you just lay it across here and put it in the oven that way, so they don't have a flat spot when you bake them. Works really, really, really well. Okay, there we go. Anyway, I've not made one of these before, like I said, so we'll see what happens when we do this. All right. And bring this in and maybe chop that up a little bit more too. Yeah. So it'll be nice to get out for our anniversary. We don't often do that anymore. I guess it's, you know, I think other people are probably better at getting out for anniversaries, etc., than we are, but I think it's important to get out. We can be very much homebodies, my husband and I. I don't know, we learned how to do that over COVID, I guess. Bye. Not that I like it. All right, and I'm going to mix those together. Yeah, I like that a little bit. And now I'm going to bring this in. And I think I'll use my X-Acto knife to shave a little bit of this here. It comes off pretty quickly. Oh, and I see I'm sort of out of camera. I'll push it up a little ways for you. Move that out of the way. There you go. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so I've used some of the red. I'm going to also use a little bit of, let's see, I've got a little tool that has kind of like a little spoon on it. Yeah, this. Sorry, I had to cough, so I thought you didn't need to hear that. So I'm just going to sprinkle this in here as well. So we have a little glitter in here, a little sparkle. That should do it. And then, to give it a little more fluidity, I'm gonna put a little bit of white paint on it too. And this is Craft Smart I got at Michael's. It's just white. So I'm going to add a little bit of that after I shake it really well. So that's what we usually do for Valentine's Day, if we do anything at all. I'm just going to do a dab here, a dab there. Maybe I'll just do this. And we'll see how this all works out. What do you do? I'd be curious to know what you do. And then we're just going to get in. That's why I've got gloves on. This morning, we're just going to mix it up. Okay. And it's getting kind of pinky, isn't it? Yeah. I can like that. I'm going to bring it together in a glob. Kind of like this. And just pinch it together. And I'm going to work it that way. If I can get the big chunks up here. Then I'm going to take I think I'll do that much. And then I'm going to get a paper towel or two here. And wipe the rest of this off. And then I'll get a baby wipe and do the rest. I've watched people do similar things like this. It's always so messy. You just can't help but be messy. I'm just going to leave it that way for now because I'm going to get it more messy, I'm sure. All right. Like that and that. I need... The more I squeeze, the more I realize I need some off my gloves. So let's take it off like that. I don't know if you remember it or not, but or if you even did this when you were young, but in grade school, Valentine's Day was just a big deal. It was so fun, you know, when you're young like that. And you would just I'm just going to work it. This is kind of boring part, but just work it together. And so Mom would get a big set of Valentines. The Valentines weren't big, but the box had several small ones in it for school. So cute, so cute. I think of that today, and I wonder if they do anything like that today in the grade schools. They probably do. I'm just not aware of it because we don't have grandkids in schools, grade schools anymore, just in high school and college. Okay. I'm going to make it into kind of a rectangle, box, square, whatever you want to call it. And I hope I get a little veining here and there with it. We'll see. I don't know if this will work or not. Just playing today. Not trying to be serious about claying at all. All right. I'm in the mood to get this off a little bit better. So we would make Valentine boxes, decorate them. Oh, they were so cute. So cute. And then on Valentine's Day, we'd all walk around the room and put Valentines in everybody's box. It was just a fun time. And maybe you did some of that as well. When you're in the good old days, you don't know they're the good old days. They're just... Those were innocent times, I think. Very innocent times. Not like today. Things have changed. Technology has been our friend in many ways and not in many other ways. Okay, I'm just gonna... I don't want them to mix in too much. I just want them to be chunky when I cut the pieces off. But we'll see how it works. Okay. I can see I'm moving my whole board. All right. I'm about ready to try to cut it. I just don't want it to fall apart. That pink is pretty. I don't have a pink. I have a magenta Pearl X, but I don't have a like a baby pink like this. I think this lighter pink is pretty, and I might even add a little bit more red to it in a minute here. We'll see. We shall see. There's just a lot of air in there. I didn't process my translucent clay, and I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't process the white either. I wanted some chunks, so I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. I just want to cut this off and see what it looks like here. Probably not very good. Oh, okay. That's going to be all right. Now it might turn out after all. Okay. I would imagine I'd have to really work this harder, but I like that. That's going to be pretty. I don't know if you can tell or not, but I keep moving my board here, or my glass. I think what I might do is just go ahead and cut. I'll see how it works out. Oh, that's going to be pretty. Look at you guys, look. Isn't that pretty? That'll be interesting to see how this turns out. I'm just going to put them together like this. And put one there. Oh, that might make a really pretty heart or two. We shall see. And that fell apart. I'm gonna put that one up there for just a minute. Okay. I'm gonna put that in the middle here. If you can see it. So it was just Premo white, Premo translucent. And I took a piece of chalk and scraped that, and then some white paint. So that's what we did. And you know what I might do is I just might push this back on the end. Just see what we get on the end here. Let me just mix this up a little bit more. I don't want to waste it. So I think that's going to look okay. I don't want to overwork it, but let's see here. Okay, push that in a little bit, and I think push this down on one end. Yeah, okay. Bring it in, and bring that in a little bit, and I'll just put it there. Okay. That's interesting, isn't it? Push it up a little so you can see a little bit better. Well, we may have a pretty cool thing here after all. All right, now what I'd like to do is, let's see, I'm gonna use some patty paper, and I'm gonna grab this round burnisher, and I'm just gonna do this. I don't wanna run it through my pasta machine because it would blend everything together and stretch it out. But you can do a little bit of the burnishing and that will help. And I might roll it with my roller a little bit too. We'll see here. Oh, kind of liking the look of it. Push that in a little more. That must be the one that broke off and I put back on. Okay, I'm gonna roll it here. Okay. I kind of like that. Let's see. Let's go back and get another blade here. See if I can pick it up. It's kind of sticky with the acrylic paint in it, so I'm going to try to be careful anyway. I want to just look at the back for a minute. Careful, careful. Oh, it's going to be pretty back there too. Okay, there's a little piece of the red. I don't know if you can see that or not. A little piece of the red there. So let's just bring it back. It's a bright, oh no, it's falling apart on me. It's a bright, sunny day here. Yeah. Can you tell I've not done this before? Oh my goodness. Okay, put it back together. I am thinking that I'm going to need another sheet so I can lay this on as I cut pieces. I can lay it on a sheet. My tools are really going to need a clean up after this, aren't they? Okay, Anyway, it's beautiful, but it's chilly in the teens here. We have a son that lives in Dallas, and they've got all that ice down there. He's staying home, thankfully. He can work from home, which is wonderful. Let's see, I got another piece of baby wipe here, just to wipe this off a little bit. Okay. All right, now what I do, I'm going to take these off. And I already had some fingers covered because I've got cuts already on those. Okay, let's just roll out. What do I want to roll out here? I would like to roll out maybe some, this is hard. Translucent is pretty hard. I'm going to try it anyway. I'm going to try to roll out the translucent. So that's what I'm cutting off here. Goes over here. There we go. And then I'll run it through the processor so it's workable. And I think I can get that through. But I can tell it's a little hard, so it's going to probably fall apart as I run it through. I'll be back. All right. Actually, that conditioned pretty well. I cut some off on the end, and I'll probably cut some off all the way around. So I can reuse that. So why don't we just get it off? So that was the translucent that I cut. And I'll just go around here. I just wanted to have some sort of a backing. So in case this starts, coming apart, because it's kind of piecemeal in there, then I can, whoops. My goodness, this is sticky stuff back here. Okay, here we go. All right, now what I want to do is I am going to get a piece of saran wrap out. And I have some saran wrap that is kind of wrapped back on itself. There it is right there. And so I got to pick at it here to get it to unroll. That'll be good though. Move that over there and there. And I think I'll just lay it across like that, kind of make it tight. And then I'll bring a scissors in. And all right. And I'm pulling it tight. I want a beveled edge on this heart, so there we go. This is just going to be one heart, I think. Kind of a decorative thing that you can hang on a doorknob or that kind of a thing. All right, let's see here. Let me get my hearts out. Again, I'm using my Fat Daddy-O cutters. So, let's see. I think I'd like it fairly good size. I went past those 3 sizes up to the next. That'd be pretty. I don't know if that one is going to fit. Oh, it would. It would. I think. Maybe if I do it that way and turn it just a tad. Oh, I think that one would work. That's pretty. That's a nice bigger size. That's really big. Let's see. At its widest, it is just over 3 inches. So that'll be a nice big size for what I want to use it for. All right. I see that this is coming apart up here. So let me just finagle it a little bit. Okay. Let me see. Which do I want? Do I want here? That's the other thing where you can kind of figure out where you want to put it. I don't want to include that spot. It's too crumbly. That's... I'm just kind of evening it out as best I can. I kind of like that. Let's see here. I'm trying to avoid the edges because there's cracks on the edges, but I think that's going to be pretty. All right, I'm going to go with that. Push it down a little bit, and then I'm going to get my... I've got this. I have no idea where I got this. It's like a plexiglass thing. It's a great big thing. I use it and use it and use it over and over and over again. But it helps me. It's a little bit harder to cut through because of the saran wrap. But it'll give me a really pretty beveled edge. It should. We shall see. Okay. Let me just see what that looks like. Yeah, it looks like it went through. Yeah. All right. Now I'm going to pull a tile over here. I'm going to slowly take this off. And if you have saran wrap that stays on that, I've just got some Scotch tape here. And all I do is take a piece of Scotch tape, and you can kind of pull from the side, and voila, it comes right off. Isn't that cool? Okay. Well, this is interesting. I'm going to pull this apart, work my fingers underneath it to get it away from the heart. And then maybe if I need to clean the heart up around the edges, I can. Oh, that's cute. Oh, I like that. Okay, I'm just going to come in with my blade and just kind of work my way around it a little bit. Okay. I will add beads to a little handle for the heart, and of course I will resin it. Oh, that's pretty. I really like how that turned out. I'm kind of surprised. All right, let's see. Move my Scotch tape so I don't knock that off. And put that back over here. And I think I'll start from here and just work through it and up. Okay. That's looking good. And I'm just going to smooth on some edges here. Just smooth on those edges a little bit. Oh, that is pretty. Oh, I like that. Let's see here. Take this. Make sure I've got it in all the way there, so it's not sticking out. Okay. Isn't that adorable? How cute is that? Let's see if I can get you down a little further. And I'll move this a little bit over there so you can see it better. Isn't that cute? Ah. All right. I will drill it afterwards, but oh, that's just cute. And sometimes when I make earrings necklaces, that kind of thing, out of hearts, I want to even that little spot out right there, because there we go. It was kind of coming apart there. Okay. I will drill a hole on each side, and sometimes in the middle. And I think for what I'm going to do with this today, I am going to do one right in the middle. So I will get this in the oven at 275, and when it's done, I'll come back and show you what I made. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. God bless you guys.